Hey everyone, Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry here at Alaska's Weather Source. I just have a few minutes between newscasts, but wanted to hop on and make sure that you are aware of these incoming storms and the impacts to Alaska this weekend. If you're on Facebook, hop in the comments, let me know where you are watching from. We are going to see impacts from this storm across pretty much the entire state with the exception corner. If you're in Nome, Kotzebue, you are going to see pretty calm conditions from this point on. And if you are in Southeast, the storm isn't quite to you yet, so you have some time before you need to worry about it. But everyone else, from the Aleutians to the Kuskokwim Delta, the Yukon Delta, all the way through the central interior, all the way to the slope, and of course across South Central, you want to be prepared for this one. We've had an extreme winter already, and that is not going to change, certainly with this storm. In Anchorage, we've been seeing that light rain on top of the ice and snow that's already been here. The winds increasing as well. We're seeing wet roads as you head down through Turning an Arm, high winds in that area. And then in Fairbanks, it is rain on top of what had been snow and ice, and we are going to see more rain in those areas in the coming hours, about the next 36 hours. Right now you can see it's 35 in Fairbanks. Rain is coming down in McGrath at 33. It's heavy snow moving into Bethel at 26 degrees. Currently in the 40s through the Aleutians, but temperatures are actually going to be dropping heading into tomorrow. 44 with that rain coming down in Anchorage and just some light rain as you head down into Southeast. So if your part of Alaska is highlighted here by one of these colors, again, you need to be prepared for these warnings. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of impact. So I do just want to say we have very detailed information at alaskasnewssource.com. If you haven't had a chance to check that or the weather app, I do hope you have the weather app downloaded. It's free and available in the App Store. That'll give you pinpointed information for your location with the latest warnings and the details on that. So again, if you're in one of these highlighted areas, now is the time to check in on those conditions for your area. The three big impacts, I should say, from these storms is wind, snow, and rain. So we do have a high wind warning in effect for the Anchorage hillside, for the Alaska range, where we're going to see gusts to 70 miles per hour, Turning an Arm included in that as well. For the Brooks Range, the eastern Aleutians also under a high wind warning for gusts to 65 miles per hour. And then the lower elevations of Anchorage, the Matsu Valleys, the interior mountains, and Bethel, not those extreme warning winds, but still strong to 50 miles per hour. And then we have the snow coming in. It's the Kuskokwim Delta where we'll see up to 26 inches inland. Also heavy snow through Denali, the eastern Alaska range. We'll see heavy snow for the lower Kuskokwim Valley, the eastern Aleutians, and the high country of the interior, not the lower elevations, but the higher elevations of the interior, and then also the central Brooks range. The rest of us looking at heavy rain in South Central, Anchorage, western Kenai Peninsula, Matsu. We are looking at 1 to 3 inches of rain. That would be record setting. That would be in the top 5 wettest Januaries that we've ever had. So very wet conditions, again, starting now, continuing overnight all day Saturday into Sunday. Seward and Valdez, twice that much. Fairbanks, up to 1 inch of rain, which doesn't sound like much, but when you get that mixing with some snow and it's on top of the ice and snow that's already on the ground, that's why we are seeing the major traffic impacts that we're already seeing in Fairbanks tonight. And again, we do have a closure on the Parks Highway because of an avalanche that happened there earlier today. Now this jet stream is shooting right into southern Alaska. It's bringing that warm air with it, and it's bringing that very wet air with it as well. So again, a constant stream of moisture, again, starting now, continuing all the way through Sunday morning. We've already started to see those high winds out west, seeing gusts as high as 7 miles per hour in Bethel, 68 in Ukqiavik, high winds in King Salmon. Even Anchorage has been breezy, and I've been talking about this week, how as these storms come through, it's just going to stay consistently breezy, which now I would say it's even more than breezy. It's windy in Anchorage with those gusts to 43 miles per hour, and those winds are going to stay strong all day tomorrow. Again, haven't seen that moisture really showing up in South Central. It is coming in the next couple hours. Be ready for it. Already seeing it there in Cold Bay. And look at just how warm it is. This is temperatures compared to what we would normally expect. McGrath is 50 degrees warmer than a typical high temperature this time of year. Anchorage up 29 degrees from a normal high temperature. So again, looking ahead, it's that steady plume of moisture. It will be snow from the Kuskokwim Delta north, snow through the interior and the higher elevations, and snow through the central interior. Then you get into South Central and it's that rain-snow mix. Mostly rain in the lower elevations with some snow in the highest elevations. This all continues through about 9 o'clock with that steady, heavy, consistent moisture. And then after 9 a.m. on Sunday, it turns into more of a scattered nature. See how that area of low pressure pushes north? That's when things will start to relax a little bit. The winds will start to taper off. That heavy precipitation will start to taper off. But it is at that point heading into Monday, then we will start to see some snow mixing in. So that's when you want to be prepared for that transition back to snow and colder air in Fairbanks and in Anchorage and across South Central. Again, a lot of warm air in place. See that blue line, the purple colors, that's all that cold air bottled up across the Arctic. That's what's going to begin to filter in starting Monday and really kicking in midweek. Temperatures are going to drop 20 to 50 degrees as we head into the middle part of the week. So for those of you in Southeast, again, no significant impacts yet. The rain is coming, but not Saturday. Saturday is still pretty calm. Across the interior, we are looking at warm temperatures. Everyone pretty much from Fairbanks to Healy to Delta Junction, looking at temperatures above freezing. It's rain in Fairbanks now, but I do expect some snow overnight. Back to rain during the day and back to snow tomorrow night. High winds in Healy gusting to 60 miles per hour there and to 50 in Delta Junction. As you head north, the main concern on the slope is blowing snow and poor visibility. Out west, improving conditions in Kotzebue, Nome, and Gamble, but further inland, heavy snow in Galena and Unalakleet, some light snow, but heavy snow in McGrath and in Bethel. Blizzard conditions throughout the Kuskokwim Delta, especially further inland with that heavy snow, but we'll see those winds picking up there tomorrow as well. It is heavy rain in Dillingham and Cold Bay, but that cold air is going to begin to move in from the west. So Unalaska, temperatures dropping, heavy snow for you. Also seeing wind gusts there to 60 miles per hour. Again, travel is going to become very difficult through the Aleutians starting overnight tonight. Across South Central, travel will also become difficult. It is mostly a rain problem. It's too much rain. The ground is frozen. It has nowhere to go, and that is why we are under a flood advisory. High temperatures tomorrow will be back into those mid to upper 40s. We'll see warm conditions throughout Prince William Sound. Again, 3 to 6 inches of rain from now through Sunday morning from Whittier to Valdez. Drier in the Copper River Basin, but you will see wind and blowing snow, gusts to 65 miles per hour there. Into the valley, again, mostly a rain problem under that flood advisory. High temperatures in the mid 40s tomorrow. You'll still see those wind gusts between 40 and 50 miles per hour. It's rain all the way to Talkeetna. Anchorage, still seeing those wind gusts to 50 miles per hour tomorrow. Higher on the hillside to 70 miles per hour. Heavy rain. Again, we're talking potentially record-setting rain for Saturday, and then we'll start to see improving conditions Sunday. Temperatures don't really drop though until we head into Monday. We will see that transition from snow, or from rain, I should say, back to snow. And then look at those temperatures as we head into the middle part of next week, dropping down into those lower teens during the day and then dropping into the single digits overnight. So that's the basics. I'm going to hop on the news here. I hope you'll join us. Channel 2, Channel 5, Alaska's news source. We will be there from 6 to 7 p.m. tonight with the latest updates. But we are also keeping alaskasnewssource.com and our news and weather apps updated with not only the latest weather alerts and all of this specific information, but as we get impacts like that avalanche that closed Parks Highway or any flooding concerns, we're going to get that information out as soon as possible. So stay with us here. I want everyone to stay safe. Again, if you have a storm drain in your neighborhood that's clogged from debris from leaves or trees or ice, now would be a good time to clear that just so that water has some place to go. Anchorage Muni tells us they will be out all weekend hitting those trouble spots. So again, stay with us here on Alaska's News Source. We are just about 9 minutes away from the 6 o'clock news. I will see you there in just a moment. Otherwise, everyone stay safe and stay with us this weekend.